All right, let's continue. I don't know really what is this shit. Sphinx explained it. Let's see. 3D web crust. Catface sent this to me. It says here, I happen to have stumbled upon an ancient artifact from the internet that would make for quality Sunday streaming content. The mega link below includes games by 3D Groove, a game company that could be considered the Tiger Electronics of the 2000s. They constantly made licensed games of varying quality that could be played in a browser. Every single one of them almost painfully sticks to the pop culture of the time. The games were all originally taken down in 2009 when the company went out of business. But a user named Tommy Shadow, who I must thank for the guide to getting these games to work, went into the code and made it possible to play these games as desktop applications. So I got a couple of these to work. Ben 10 playable demo. Well, Sphinx extracted all this shit for me. And while I'm downloading them, again, fully extracted, I can show you some here's a Ben 10 playable demo, for example. Let's see if it works. Again, this is going to be a borderline experimental stream. Don't expect too much from it. And we're in full screen mode, and it's a goddamn mess. Jesus. All right, what are we capturing? Here it is, Ben 10 playable demo. Volume is going to be an issue, for sure. Some people have nostalgia for this shit. I never saw any of this. Get a whole 2 characters, you get some punches, some kicks. This ain't 90s, mid-2000s. Sorry, I don't know why I said 90s, 2000s, that was a mistake. The whole name of the segment is wrong. Well, it's a little, you know, browser-ish, shitty fighting game. It does what it has to do. It does what it has to do. I'm going to exit this one because it's loud and terrible. Nick Arcade. We got some SpongeBob. I was like, oh, Nick, I remember Nickelodeon. Nope, don't know any of this stuff. Just, I know the SpongeBob here. We're going to do SpongeBob game. And again, it's just...
Squarepants, SpongeBob, Square.
It's in full screen. SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie 3D game. What a name. Hi, I'm Mindy, King Neptune's daughter. I've come to ask your help. There are people here that have played this one. Oh my god. I didn't think this segment was going to bring nostalgia to people. In fact, I kind of just thought nobody would have ever known about this stuff. I thought it was like really obscure, but yeah, there's a lot of nostalgia. Oh, let's see, how do I play this? Oh shit, it's got controller support. That's impressive. Oh man, I'm in a burg. It doesn't play like shit either. It's actually kind of good. Now, if I was, you know, if I was the age of the chat at the time that this came out, like if I was Bab and I was into SpongeBob at the time, and I should have been, we've talked about this. People still like Vinny, how come you don't like SpongeBob? I grew up, you know, I was watching early 90s Nickelodeon, and then by the time SpongeBob was around, I was busy playing stick figures, mutilating each other Flash games instead of this. But this is good stuff, actually. This is pretty good. I would have played this. This kind of reminds me of that Gorillaz game that came out around the time the first Gorillaz album came out. It was the Jeep game. It was spelled G-E-E-P. Not insulting your age, but you missed out, man. Yeah, well, you missed out on Super Soakers, man. We had those? You kids. You crazy kids and your Super Soakers. I wonder what Super Soakers look like these days, actually. I wonder, like, how high pressure are they? Do they have, like, squirt nozzles coming out the back of them? Backpacks? I bought a Nerf gun several years ago just to see what the newest Nerf technology was, and I modified the the darts, as some of you know. I may have modified the darts to have thumbtacks at the end of them. Don't worry, I didn't shoot anybody with them. I shot myself.
3, 2, 1, let's go for it!
It turns out Nerf technology hasn't evolved too much. Now they're shooting balls instead of just, darts. That's the one thing I noticed. Like, they have, like, a ball line that shoots high-powered balls. I also found out that Nerf modification is, like, a kind of a huge thing. And there's actually an airflow limiter that they put on their weapons so they don't actually, like, poke an eye out. And if you remove those limiters, you can shoot, like, mental. Like, you can actually get some really, really nice power. I believe Adam Savage modifies Nerf guns. So whenever I feel like I'm a man-child, I just think about Adam Savage, and I'm like, you know what? I got a couple years left. Oh yeah, they were Nerf guns with discs, too. Remember those? I actually had a Nerf disc gun, and there were clones of Nerf. There were definitely some, like, shitty clones that didn't do the job quite as well. And they shot weird things. And then there were guns that were like little Norf. That's right, Norf. There were handguns. Not Nerf at all, but they shot little discs. Does anyone remember those? The discs, like the aerodynamic discs with the little holes in them? You just, like, kind of loop, like, you put, like, 10 of them in, and then you would shoot, and it would just, like push them out at a high velocity. I liked those. They didn't work very well, but, you know, I liked them. There you are, me boys! Find the Krusty Krab 2. Alright, so this game is very limited, but if you're, you know, growing up, and you like SpongeBob, and you want a free browser game that isn't terrible, and you want to explore the Spongeland, this is not a bad game for that. It's... look at that, the castles in there and everything. Very, very impressive for a browser game. Oh, shit. Vinny, nobody in the audience is who you are talking about. That's a weird sentence. I'm trying to unpack that sentence. I don't really know what it means entirely, but I like it. I can actually show you this one. So I'll just check out a couple, like 2 or 3 more that work, and if we can get more in the future, great. If not, not a big deal. It's probably all trash anyway, except for that SpongeBob game. Smashing!
Let's have a race!
It's just, yep, low effort. The vehicle is broken. Oh, okay, I guess I'll just run.
Oh no!
Oh, you have to get to the gorilla. Nigel.
We have to find those poachers!
It seems like a helicopter would be much better for this game. Oof. So you have to find the poacher, and then stop the poacher, while not damaging your vehicle in the process. While also phasing through animals. Look at that walk animation. Fuck yeah. I'm here. I'm here to save you.
You're doing it!
I just want to know how Nigel can do such things. The big nut strut? Yeah, I guess so. There are multiple vehicles that you can enter. It's like GTA with the fucking Nigel Thornberrys. Stop near animal to rescue, right? Okay, I get it. It's not that bad. Again, I'm kind of surprised that these games aren't as terrible as I thought they would be. And now we watch as Nigel Thornberry survives a helicopter crash. Okay. What else? What else may work? Maybe there's at least a couple other games in here that would work, that would play. 9mm beer bottle shootout. Nope. Again, I really shouldn't read these until they work. Bleeposaurus? Does anyone remember Bleeposaurus on Nick? Because I don't. This was a little after my time as well. Rid Bleep's hometown? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, no, this is... going a little fast. I thought Bleeposaurus was gonna be some kind of like censorship dinosaur. Like, remember kids, you don't want to hear bad words, so always watch the bleep version of whatever adult content you may happen to watch. Always watch porn only for the story. Alright kids, Bleeposaurus is coming to our school here in Harvard, Boston High School, Massachusetts. Everybody here is gonna treat him with respect. We got a cursing problem here in Boston, Harvard School, High School for the Gifted. No cursing. Be too wicked otherwise. Worst Vinesauce stream in years. SpongeBob saves the Krusty Krab. Worst Vinesauce stream this week is more like it.
Ah, there's one now!
I mean, the Sponge characters,
Ready?
the Sponge games
Let's go!
actually work, kind of. This one does not have controller support. Well, it's a 3D platformer. It's got a first-person mode. So, it's kind of cool. I don't know how to use the net. The loop is terrible, though. Yeah, the music. Aside from that, that's good.
Krabby Patty.
Well, how long is this loop? 9 seconds? Ooh, these are rough. This is a difficult thing for me to be doing tonight. Pedal to the metal. What else? A couple more. Still got 4 minutes. Jimmy Neutron. Got a blast. There he is. Jimmy works hard. This is when Jimmy came undone. I think I'm supposed to answer it. I'm pressing buttons, nothing's happening. Let's just play the game. King Goobot seems like the coolest character here, so I'm gonna go for King Goobot. Well, it's loud. We got a blast. Oh shit. Oh, that was a planet? I thought that was a spaceship. Fucking hell, Saturn. I can't really say that these games are shitty. They're very formulaic. They're very simple.
I can fix that.
Oh.
Got a blast!
They're very loud, but they're not bad. It's like a simple Bappy's First Star Fox.
I can fix that. Got a blast!
Why is Jimmy talking when you're not even playing as him? I was wondering the same thing. Oh. Okay, next. Since we're doing just one more, I gotta get a good one. Showdown, the gunfighting game. Generic title, probably not based on anything. Oh god. Oh, this is a good one. Try another! Look at those characters. And then, of course, you know, there's always a sexy cowboy lady. Always. Has to be. I guess. Look at this. Buff McDirkbuff. Drunk McGut Bust. And then a priest and a bunch of, like, generic... here's Arthur Morgan, at least. His name is Beast. Beast, Drunk, Cowgirl, Clint... Indian Girl, Preacher, Van Cleef, and Wheels. Oh, God. These names. You must deliver your gold to the bank to win. Oh, my God. He's actually in a wheelchair. Are you kidding me? You lose. Try another. They called him Wheels. He's got rockets on his wheelchair! This has to be a Wild Wild West reference. Like, Kenneth Branagh played a character that is also in a wheelchair in the movie Wild Wild West with Will Smith and the giant mechanical spider that was supposed to be in Superman. Worst fucking shooting mechanics I've ever seen. No reticle. You just have to guess and hope for the best. Oh my god. I'm like pressing all the buttons that I can and nothing is happening over the dynamite. Reload does not actually reload. It's a hard game. This is not an easy game. This was a bizarre segment, and I regret all of it. Now that I know I can get these games to work, maybe, I don't know, maybe I can, we can window them or VirtualBox them, but I don't know. I mean, they're not that good. They're really, I mean, they're okay to look at for a little bit. I'm not sure if it's like a, I'm not sure if it's worth the effort, is what I'm trying to say. But I found one more good one with a good name. Turkey 3D. Last one, let's play. How do I... It's real fast. I get lots of different camera angles. What? Spin! No buttons are working. No button is working whatsoever. I can't do anything except change the camera angles. Let me numlock. Nope, that's not working. Yeah, this is... Get feet cam, just in case you need that. Controller doesn't work. I can't do anything. Wow. Well, let's just move on to the next. Let's just move on to the next thing. What's going on here? Got some errors trying to delete these folders. Not worth spending time on. Let's move on.